Afterwards, you can ask me for the link. Today we've got weights and a booty band. We're going to start laying all the way down on our backs. So just finding a comfortable position here. We'll start with our breathing, inhaling through your nose and exhaling out your mouth. Try to get the shoulders down away from the ears, pressing them down into the mat. Finding a neutral spine position, a little pocket of air underneath the low back. As you inhale, feel your ribcage open. As you exhale, pull the ribcage together, belly button to spine. Few big breaths here, just checking in with your body. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Perfect. All right, we're going to start with a little stretch here, so grab your booty band. Booty band's going to go over the right arch of the foot, and you can just find a nice hamstring stretch. So pulling down on that booty band, it's optional. You can always just hold your leg instead if that feels better. So I have right foot up towards the ceiling. I'm going to find a point and flex with my toe here. Nice little stretch. Pointing and flexing. And then I'm going to bend the knee and extend, just getting deeper into that hamstring stretch. Just bending and extending. Perfect. We're going to pause up at 90. You're going to internally rotate, externally rotate. So the heel's just moving to the right and then to the left, just getting a little stretch there. Perfect. And then we'll pause in that external rotation, heel in, toe out, open the leg out to the side, get a nice wide V stretch, just starting to get those hamstrings nice and loose here. Perfect. We'll bring that leg back up to 90. You can cross it across the body, get that IT band stretch, keep the shoulders down on the mat. And then bringing that leg back up to 90. Again, another little point and flex. And then we'll switch. Left arch is going to go into the foot. Right leg can go down to the mat, either bent or straight. Find that nice stretch, pulling on the booty band, finding that point and flex at the toe to start. Finding some flexibility here. And then we'll bend and extend the leg, just getting a little bit deeper into that hamstring stretch. Knee can come in towards the chest a bit. Perfect. Then we internally rotate and externally rotate, so the heel just goes to the right and to the left, keeping that leg up straight. And then pause. In that external rotation, you can open the leg out to the side, get that nice wide V stretch. Bringing it back up to 90 and then crossing it across the body, nice IT band stretch. Trying to keep the shoulders down as you reach. Bringing it back up to 90, one more little point and flex here. Perfect, all right. We're gonna release the band for now. Just extend those legs nice and straight down to the mat. Reach the arms up overhead, the legs away, finding a nice stretch. And then coming back with knees bent, feet flat. We're going to go into our bridging here. So find a neutral spine position, little pocket of air underneath the low back. Inhale, exhale, slowly roll one bone at a time all the way up into your bridge, squeezing your glutes at the top, hips lift. Inhale, exhale, nice and slow, one bone at a time all the way down our spinal articulation. Continue here. If you have back issues, you could always hinge instead of finding that roll up and that roll down on the spine. Press into the big toe part of the foot, and try to keep the knees nice and parallel. No strain in the neck or the face or the shoulders. We're warming up our back body here. Perfect. On this next one, we're going to hold up in our bridge, 1 inch up, 1 inch down with the hips. Squeeze the glutes. Keep the knees nice and still, pressing into the big toe part of the foot. Try not to feel this in the hamstrings. Find the glutes here. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly roll all the way back down. Perfect. We're going to add on, but you can always just stick with what you did. I'm going to grab the weight, so you can do this with or without the weights if you're adding on. All right. I have a gentle bend of the elbows, palms face each other. As we go up into our bridge, you're going to scoop one bone at a time up, reaching the weights up overhead. Inhale. Exhale, scooping one bone at a time all the way down, elbows tap back down. So hips lift, nice and slow. As you articulate up, you punch up towards the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, one bone at a time, all the way down, elbows tap back down. Again, it's optional. You can keep your hands on the mat, or you can do this without the weights. On this next one, we're gonna hold up in our bridge. Squeeze the glutes, weights are up nice and high. We're just gonna do those little hip dips again. 1 inch up, 1 inch down. Squeeze the glutes, isometric hold with the arms. Arms are nice and still. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press up, inhale, exhale, nice and slow. One bone at a time, all the way down. Elbows tap back down. Last set here. Hands come down to the sides. You can still hold on to those weights if you'd like. Inhale. Exhale, nice and slow, one bone at a time, all the way up. Weights lift, straight arm up. Inhale, exhale, you're gonna straight arm, nice and slow back down. So a little bit more on the arms here. Again, it's optional, you can always ditch the weights. But now it's a straight arms to the hips, a straight arms up towards the ceiling. As the hips lift, the weights lift. Getting a little bit of arm work here with our bridging, warming up that back body. And on this next one, we're gonna hold up in that bridge, hips up, weights up, 1 inch up, 1 inch down. Little pulses, we're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the hips up. We're gonna do little scissor with the arms. 1, weight back, back to 90, and we switch. Opposite here, you can always just static hold. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back to center. Inhale, exhale, slowly roll all the way down. Set those weights off to the side. If you were to get a little hamstring stretch, you can point and flex the toes. Roll the ankles in one direction, and then the other direction. Perfect. All right, we're gonna go into some core work. We warmed up the back body. We're gonna go to the front body now. We're gonna start with our scissors here. So right leg goes up to 90, left leg goes to 45. Hands can reach behind the thigh or calf. It's a pulse, pulse, switch, pulse, pulse, switch. You can add a chest lift if you'd like, not required. Nice and controlled, breathing in, breathing out. Try not to rock forward or backward or side to side. It's our straight leg, single leg stretch. Find length with the legs as you reach. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it on down. Take an inhale and an exhale. All right. Option to add on. We're going to add on the with a weight. So if you want to grab one weight in hand, it's going to come to the chest. You can always do this without the weights as well. We're going to go into our scissors, but we're going to add an oblique twist to it. So right leg is going to start up at 90. Left leg is going to go to 45. As you reach right leg to 45, left leg, you go over to the left. Bring it back and switch over to the other side. Bring it back and we switch. So finding some oblique work here, kind of adding that scissor, but also finding that stretch across the leg to really warm up those obliques. That's good, nice and controlled. Legs are reaching. Perfect. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Take an inhale and an exhale. You let the knees sway side to side or open and close. Catch your breath here. Perfect. We're going to go into a round of hundreds. So for our hundreds, knees can be bent, feet flat. You can take the legs to tabletop, 90, or a challenge position. We're going to start arms up to 90. Inhale, 100 prep. Exhale, hands come to the hips. Inhale, back up to 90. You can add a chest lift if you'd like for that 100. Our hundreds, it's going to be 100 counts of pumping our arms, breathing in for 5 counts and out for 5 counts. Those pumping of the arms are going to be 5 or 6 deliberate inches, pumping and reaching. On this next one, we start pumping for our hundreds, breathing in 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, in 2, 3, 4, 5, out 2, 3, 4, 5, 20, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 30, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 40, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 50, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 60, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 70, in 2, 3, 4, 5, out 2, 3, 4, 5, 80, in 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 90. Last set, breathe in. Last set, breathe out. Set it on down. Take an inhale and an exhale. Feeling the core. Breathing in and breathing out. Arms are going to go out wide to a T, palms facing up. Let the knees sway one direction as your gaze goes the opposite direction. Inhaling to center. Exhaling to switch. Perfect. Catch your breath. Breathing in. And breathing out. Once you're nice and even, we'll pause back at center. We're going to grab those weights again. At any point the weights get to be too much, you can do the arm movements without the weights. All right, we're going to start with the chest fly. Arms are out wide, gentle bend. Weights come towards the center at the chest, and then you open up nice and wide. We're going to do 10 of these. Nice and slow and controlled. Try to find the chest muscle here. We're here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause with the arms back together. We're going to do a reach. Weights go back behind, back up to 90. Overhead reach, arms stay straight. Try to keep the top of the rib cage closed, imprinting your spine into the mat. We're here for 10. We've got 3 down. We're going to go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back up. One more set of each. Open up into that chest fly. For 10. As you do this, find the chest. Gentle bend of the elbows. Straighten the arms if you're not feeling it in the chest here. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to that overhead reach. We're going to go back for 10. Try to keep the arms straight. Keep the spine pressing into the mat. Don't let the top of the ribcage pop open. You don't need to get all the way down to the ground with that overhead reach. Feeling it in the shoulders here. Again, you can always ditch the weights. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to pause with the weights overhead. We're going to add some roll-ups. So if with your roll-ups the weights are too much, you can ditch the weights to the side and do it without. Legs are going to extend down to the mat nice and straight. Press the heels down. You got about a hip distance between the legs here. Arms are going to separate. It's going to be an inhale. Exhale. chin to chest, reach those weights. We're gonna forward fold, stack back up, overhead press. Bring it back down. We roll all the way back down. Nice and controlled. Once you're here, one more reach back. Inhale, exhale, hands come to 90. Exhale, chin to chest, scooping through that core, reaching with those weights. We're gonna forward fold. When we stack back up, we do that overhead press. A few more like this, combo moves here. Inhale, exhale, chin to chest, scooping, weights reach back, they come back up to 90. Inhale, exhale, chin to chest, scooping up. Reaching forward, bringing it back to center. We have two more like this and we're done. Again, you can do this without the weights if you'd like. It's gonna create that extra resistance, extra challenging core work. Inhale, exhale, chin to chest. Reach those weights, forward fold. This is gonna be our last one here. Overhead press, inhale, exhale, C curve. Nice little roll down, belly button to spine. Weights reach back behind. Forward, inhale, exhale, chin to chest. One bone at a time, all the way up. Forward fold, last overhead press, and we're done. Perfect, set those weights off to the side. Good job, guys. Butterfly the knees, forward fold. Again, you can do that movement without the weights. You could always bend the knees if that works better, just finding your roll up. Perfect. Once you found your stretch, we're gonna go 4-point kneeling. Let's get a nice cat-cow. Inhale, press your low back up towards the ceiling. Exhale, create that arch. Just moving between flexion and extension, warming up the spine. In that sad puppy, angry cat. Looks good, guys. Pause in the neutral spine. We tuck the toes, pike the hips up to down dog. Pedal the legs out, get a nice stretch on the back of the calves. And then walking your feet in towards your hands, shifting weight into the feet. Inhale, exhale, slowly roll up, one bone at a time. Good job, guys. We're gonna put our booty bands on in a minute, but first we'll do a little balance set, and then we'll go into some leg work. So, for our balance set here, you're gonna start by just lifting one leg up. So, that foot can hover right off of the mat. I have right foot up. If you're mirroring me, it would be left foot. Or you could take it up to 90, whatever feels best for you. Try to focus on something not moving in front of you. Hands can go to the sides. They can go to heart center, T, up, whatever feels best for you. Just find a position where you're strengthening that standing ankle. Press into the big toe part of the foot. Use your core to control your balance. Looks good, guys. We're holding nice and strong here. Nothing crazy for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job, guys. Shake it out. Let's go other side when you're ready. Again, that toe can just be off the mat or up to 90, whatever feels best for you. Start to lose our balance at the age of 30, so it's always good to just do some stuff. Strengthen that standing ankle. Sometimes we add those variations on, like reaching or turning the head, that just help us with preventing falls or slips. Looks good, guys. Hold nice and strong. Pull belly button to spine. We're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Shake it out. We're going to do one more each side. We'll add some variations on, but you can always just static hold. When you're ready, back to that first leg, you lift up and hold here. You either static hold. If you're adding on, it's going to be a twist to the right. Back to center. A twist to the left. Back to center. Holding nice and strong. Arms come up. Arms come down. And set it on down. Shake it out. Let's go other side when you're ready. I have left leg up. Find your position first, nice and strong. When you're ready, I'm going to rotate to the left. Again, you can always static hold. Back to center. Rotate to the right. back to center. Find your position. Arms come up, arms come down, and set it down. Shake it out. Perfect, guys. All right, I'm gonna put my booty band on. So option to put the booty band on if you'd like. I'm gonna have mine above the knees, but if it's too tight for you, you could always go below the knees. And again, you can do this without the booty band if that works better for you too. We will start in a standing position here. All right, feet parallel, hip distance apart. We're gonna start with some squats here. So as you squat, toes come up, press into the heels. You don't wanna let the knees go past the toes. So you're gonna sit back into those heels and then stand back up. Trying to keep everything nice and parallel. Looks good. So starting to find our leg and glute work here. That booty band is gonna create some extra resistance. You can always ditch it if you need. We're gonna add on a little movement today. So this next time as we squat, we stand up, lift the right foot up, come back down, squat, left foot goes out to the side, and then we squat. So just finding that extra resistance. It doesn't need to be huge. Just find that resistance of the band. Just adding a little movement, also continuing onto that balance challenge. Looks good. Again, not letting the knees go past the toes. That'll take that work into the knees. Perfect. Doing one more each side. And then I'm going to pause in that squat. 1 inch up, 1 inch down, little pulses. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand it up, right back down. Lift the right heel, set it down. Lift the left heel, set it down. Holding in our squat, feeling the glutes. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand it up, last set, back down. Both heels lower and lift. Find your balance. Feel the legs and glutes. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand it up, shake it out. Good job, guys. We're gonna go into our side lying leg work next. So coming back down to the mat, still using that booty band here. I'm gonna have hips stacked, shoulders stacked. You could be laying all the way down, propped up on the elbow or the forearm, whatever feels best for you. You wanna feel like you can lift the side body up. So if you're on the forearm, lifting, even if you're down on the ground here, feeling like you can lift that side body up off the mat. We start with the lower and lift. Perfect. Looks good. We're gonna hold up, little pulses up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down, take an inhale and an exhale. You're gonna lift it up. We point forward and flex back. Try to keep the top half of your body nice and still. Using your core and keeping that leg hip height. We're gonna pause, point the toe, little golf ball size circles. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse those circles for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job, guys. Set it down. We're going 90-degree bend with the knees. Going into a knee lift, knee and ankle lift, and lower. Strengthening that top leg and glute. Looks good. We're gonna hold up, little circles, knee circles for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse those circles for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Take an inhale and an exhale. Last set here, moving into our clam. It's an open and close. Heels stay down. We're going to do half our clam with the heels down. Once I've done 8, I'm going to elevate my clam. Heels are going to come up in 3, 2, 1. Heels up. Same thing. Finish nice and strong. Feeling that top leg and booty. We are here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job, guys. Set it down. Before we go to the other side, we're gonna go onto our bellies. So, prone on our bellies. I'm gonna take forearms down, and then your head can just rest on the forearms here. Press out on the band, reach the toes, pubic bone down, belly button to spine. We're gonna start with our swimming. So right leg lifts, lowers, left leg lifts, lowers. Feel the glute here as you lift. That booty band's creating a little bit of extra resistance. As you do this, find length. Feel like those toes can reach 1 inch farther each time. We're gonna pick up the pace. It's a kick, 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 kick. Kick those legs, swimming legs like you're swimming. Try to keep the legs straight. Belly button to spine. We're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Take a big inhale and an exhale. We'll go into our swan. Hands come underneath the shoulders, gaze down. Press the pubic bone down, reach those toes. Inhale, gaze comes up, shoulders roll back. Exhale, gaze comes down. So if you have any back issues, you can limit the range of motion here, not going into so much extension. As you come up, the shoulders roll back and you pull belly button to spine. The goal isn't to arch the back here. It is to find length, extension, shoulders rolling back. Your back is like a flat board, lifting and lowering as you pull belly button to spine. On this next one, we hold up, look to the right. Center, left, center, gaze comes back down. Last one here, gaze comes up, look to the left. Center, right, center, gaze comes back down. Press yourself on back into a child's pose position. All right. I'm going to go to the other side, so I'm flipping around, but you can turn the other way. Whatever works for you. We're going to go side lying, opposite direction. Perfect. When you're ready, it's going to be that starting with that lift and lower. Hips are stacked, shoulders are stacked. Really pull up from the side body, like slip a hand underneath the side, pulling to find that space there. Nice controlled movement. Looks good, guys. On this next one, we hold up, pulse up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Lifting up hip height. We point forward and flex back. Perfect. We pause. Little golf ball size circles for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse those circles for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Bending the knees, 90-degree bend. We go into our knee lift. Both the knee and ankle lift and lower. Should be starting to feel that burn. Perfect. We're going to hold 2, 1. Reverse those circles, push through for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last set here is our clam. Heels down, we open and close. Make sure that top hip stays pointing forward. You can always ditch the booty band if you need. Pushing through here. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last set, that elevated clam. Last set, push through. We are here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job, guys. Roll on your back. You can take that booty band off. We'll get a nice stretch here. Taking that leg you just worked, crossing it over the thigh. Find a nice pretzel figure 4 stretch. Maybe you rock side to side. And then we switch and get the other side. All right. Legs straight out in front of you, arms come up overhead. Inhale, exhale, chin to chest. Rolling back up. And then we're gonna come to a 4-point kneeling position. So we're gonna go into some planks here. Options for planks. You can do your straight arm plank. You can go back to a kneeling plank, full plank, or down on the forearms, whatever is available for you today. So decide what plank you're doing. For this first one, we're doing nothing crazy, just finding our form. Tuck the tailbone, gaze at your fingertips, crown of your head lengthening. Really scoop through the core, puff up through the armpits. Don't hyperextend the elbows, little gentle bend. Feel it in the arms, the core, the glutes. We're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down, child's pose. All right, back to 4-point kneeling. I'm gonna go through a flow series here. So if at any point you need to put a knee down or both knees down, you have that option. Starting in a straight arm plank. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Find your plank position. We rotate open to a side plank. You can always take bottom knee down if you need a modification. Nice and strong here. Thread the needle down, open back up. We're here for 3, 2, last one. Back to that side plank, nice and strong for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rolling back to that straight arm plank, nice and strong, hold. Find your position, then we rotate other side, opening up into that side plank. You can keep the bottom knee down if you need. Thread the needle for 3, 2, 1. Hold nice and strong in your plank for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to your straight arm plank, hold. Looks good, guys. We're moving into shoulder taps. Widen the legs if you need. We're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold nice and strong, almost done. Knee taps for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job, guys. Knees down, child pose, full body exercise. Challenging ourselves today. Good job. All right. We're gonna come 2 options here. So if you have bad knees, you could always just sit crisscross applesauce. Otherwise, we're gonna come to a high kneeling position. So you can always be crisscross or up on a high kneeling. This is too much for the knees. You could always sit back on the hips as we go. Hands are gonna come behind the head. We're in that high kneeling position. We're gonna rotate to the right. Center, rotate to the left. Center. As you do this, reach that elbow back as far as you can, twisting at the core. Find an up and each direction. Hips stay squared off. So hips don't move. We have one more each way like this. And then we pause back at center, flat back hinge, little hinge back. Come back up. Little hinge back, find the core. Come back up. We have 3 more like this. It's a thigh stretch, but also those low transverse abdominals. 2 more, you're in charge of your range of motion. Keep the back nice and neutral. Last one, pausing back at center, we go into a side bend. Over to the right, now elbow to hip, back to center, elbow to hip. Think that you're in between 2 panes of glass. The hands aren't pushing you forward or pushing you back, and you're feeling that side crunch each direction. Looks good, guys. Breathing in, breathing out. I'm going to do 1 more each direction. Try to get a little bit lower with these last 2. Pause it back at center. Good job. Big shoulder roll. We're going to go down into our mermaid. So, options for mermaid. Crisscross, legs can go straight in front of you. Otherwise, you're going to find that classic Z-sit, aerial on a rock situation. Option to use the weight today, not required. So, if you're in a Z-sit, one hand comes to the ankle. If you're in crisscross, you just pick a side. One hand will come to that side. The weight will go into the other hand. It's going to be an up over reach, nice side stretch, and then bringing it back. So you do this, you're going to feel a little bit more arm work here. Again, if that is too much with the weight, you can do this without the weight and just find that nice side stretch. Keep the shoulders out of the ears. Looks good. On this next one, we hold up and over. We're going to bend and extend for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it all the way back. Find your counter stretch the other way. Good job, guys. Again, if that weight is too much, you can ditch it. We're going to flip our position with the legs. So Z-sit the opposite way. Hand comes to the ankle. If you're in crisscross or legs straight out in front, you just go opposite direction. Finding that up and over, that side stretch. Breathing in, breathing out. Keep the shoulders down. That's good. One more like this, then we add that little bit of arm work, holding up and over to bend and extend for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach, bring it down. Find the counter stretch the other way. Perfect. Let's lay all the way back down on our backs. I'm going to finish with a little bit of extra core work here. So we've been doing that classic sequence. There's a lot of rollovers and stuff. So we'll do a little prep work for that. You're going to take legs to a tabletop position. We're starting with our reverse curl. Knees come in, tuck, bring it back down. So as you go, imagine your bridge as you roll one bone at a time up. Knees come to chest. You should feel those low transverse abdominals. Collarbone is open. If you have anything going on the back that this does not feel good for you, you can always just stick with some nice crunches if that works better. We're going to add on legs straight up. Same thing. Little tuck and back down. You want to try not to use momentum. So when you come up and over, you lower down with control to feel those low abs here. Perfect. We're going to add on, if you'd like, legs start at tabletop. When you're ready, it's going to be a press away, or reaching up and over, reach the legs, and then carefully roll back down. Never going on the neck, only to the shoulders. Little tuck, up and over reach, and then nice and slow and controlled back down is what's going to find those low abs. One more like this. Perfect. Adding on if you like, you can always go back to any of the other variations. Legs straight out, up and over, nice and slow. Back down, trying not to use momentum. Again, this is only for healthy backs. 2 more like this. Not rolling onto the neck, only the shoulders. Last one. And bring it all the way down. Open and close the knees, little butterfly. Breathing in, breathing out. Again, it doesn't need to be a huge range of motion with those as long as you're finding those low transverse abdominals. Perfect. Last set here, we're gonna go into our teaser. I'm gonna do a full teaser. If you wanna do legs at tabletop, you can also do that as well. I'm gonna do legs straight out at front, arms come up overhead. It's gonna be an inhale, exhale, chin to chest, coming up into that teaser position. Holding, nice and slow, back down. We have 2 more like this. You could always go from a table. Inhale, exhale, chin to chest, reaching arms and legs in that V sit. Nice and slow, back down. Last one, guys. Then we'll get some nice stretches, reaching, and nice and slow, control it. Back down, reach the arms and legs away in opposition. Let the arms go to the right. Back to center to the left. Feeling that chest open up here. Rib cage is nice and open. Perfect. Let's roll ourselves up to a seated position. Back to 4-point kneeling. Let's get a little shoulder stretch from the arms. We threaded the needle in that side plank. Let's find it here. We're just gonna do 3, 2, 1. If it feels okay, you take that shoulder down, hold in that stretch for 3, 2, 1. Back to 4-point kneeling, other side. Feel like someone's pulling your fingertips each direction. And on that 3rd one, you can take the shoulder down if that feels okay on the shoulder, holding for 3, 2, 1. Back to 4-point kneeling, tuck the toes, pike the hips up. Pedal the legs out again here. Nice stretch on the back of the calves. And then walking your feet in towards your hands, shifting over to the feet. Inhale, exhale, slowly roll up. We'll finish with a few roll up and roll downs here. When you're ready, inhaling up. Exhaling up and over, let your head hang heavy. Shake your head no. Shake your head yes. Sway side to side with the hips if that feels good. Pausing your movement, inhale. Exhale, slowly roll up. 1 bone at a time. Inhale, arms up and over to one side. Back to center, up and over to the other side. Back to center. Exhale, hands away. Inhale, up. Gentle back bend. Gaze goes back, arms go back. Inhale, exhale, hands away. Last one. Inhale, up. Back to heart center. You guys are all set. Thank you guys so much. Hope you guys have a great